you're gonna need shake and bake, capicolo, Swiss cheese, and 2 chicken breasts, and 2 bowls, 2 pieces of string. First, you're going to take each chicken breast and you're going to just kind of butterfly it, which is basically just cut it in half this way. So I like to have mine kind of frozen. It's just easier to cut that way. Got to make sure you don't cut the chicken all the way through because you just want to butterfly it open like that. Okay, so there's 1. And there's 2. See if there's a hole in there, it just doesn't really matter. Okay, now we're gonna set those aside. Okay, so now you're gonna need your Swiss cheese and your capicolo. Two slices, 1, 2, 1 for each piece of chicken. And each one I'm gonna slice into 3. You'll see why when we get to that point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now your capicolo. Okay, so for this I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And this is going to go 1, 2, and 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do this one that way. And I think I'm going to do the same with this one. Just because it makes it easier to fold the cheese in. Okay, now grab the chicken. I'm going to set this to the side. Chicken just right up here. Okay, so now that this is the trickiest part. I like the cheese kind of in a small spot. Then I'm gonna wrap one over and another over, and then fold the 2 sides in, and then roll it over. So you got like a little ham envelope. Same thing with this one. One over, fold in, and then fold it over to make your little ham envelope. Aren't they gorgeous? Like, look at them. Okay, now we're gonna bring the chicken back. We're gonna put 1 and 2. I like to fold the ends and all that stuff so the cheese stays where the cheese is supposed to be. Then we're going to fold the chicken over. Squish it down a little bit. All right, now shake and bake time. 1 for water, 1 for shake and bake. You can use any kind of shake and bake you want. I am using original, but I do like the original crispy as well, or the southern fried chicken. And this is a half one from before, so I'm just gonna toss that in. I like lots of coating to work with. It's just easier. Okay, so now I'm just gonna carefully take my chicken and ham, get it nice and wet, and then plop it in there. Cover it all up, flip it over. Get that chicken coated goodness everywhere. Pop the ends. Now we're going to set that one aside. Do the other one. Make sure they're nice and coated. Okay, get rid of these. Okay, so now I'm bringing my chicken back. This is where my 2 little pieces of string come in. We're just gonna slide it underneath. Tie it up. Same thing with this one. Slide it in. 1, 2. I only wrap it around twice because then it stays tight when I tie it. And there you have it. 2 beautiful chicken cordon bleus ready to go in the oven. But I am going to just place them in here because I won't be having them till later. I always put a little bit of the coating on the bottom and in the fridge until I'm ready to cook them later. I always like to sprinkle a little extra on the top. And voila! Ready to pop them in the oven. They go in at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. And I'll show you them when I take them out of the oven and they're all nice and done. Okay, so I've got them on the pan, on the tray, whatever. They're just going into the oven at 400 degrees. All right. Ooh, out of the oven. Looking good. Looking good? Looking good. Okay, there it is, all nicely sliced. Like, ooh, look at that. Some fried food and a potatoes. Fried food and potatoes? Fried food and potatoes.